Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for August. Hope you are all doing well. I am going to take a second here just to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there, so guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind in a general reading that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Taurus, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Two of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So Taurus, there's something about a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle that you're experiencing right now. I do feel like you have gone through a very painful ending, perhaps even a betrayal here. And I feel like you're recovering from that now. I see the ending here. Be careful, because I am feeling like because you've experienced so much pain that you could be feeling a little lackluster in life. There's a little bit of not really feeling fired up about anything, and a lack of planning as well. But I do feel like with the Two of Wands in the reverse, you've made a decision. You may have chosen to go in another direction. You may have ended something here as well. Maybe you just didn't feel the passion here. Let me see who's in your energy. But I feel like regardless, you're recovering from a painful ending. Show me who is in Taurus energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot. So the person who's in your energy, you had an altercation with this person, and I feel like you made decisions based on that. This is somebody who is either trying to avoid fighting with you, or they want to resolve a dispute between the two of you. This is somebody who is not currently investing in this situation, but they're eager to resolve any dispute between the two of you. With the Chariot here, this person could be moving forward. Yeah, they could be moving forward, refusing to invest in this connection any further, but they don't want to argue. Let me see. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer sign. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Page of Pentacles and the Fool in reverse. You may have made an offer to this person. If so, they may be afraid to take that leap of faith. They want to, but there's fear here involved. Yeah, there's fear involved. For some of you, you're just talking about it with this person. This could be a text. This could be some sort of small communication. But for most of you, I feel like you may be offering this person something, but it's very small. But this person's in a fear state, so they're not investing. Show me what's affecting the connection. We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, there were a lot of problems in this connection. I do feel like you're resolving these problems. Whatever these problems were is what led to the ending, possibly a sense of betrayal for you. It's also what has caused this person to like pull back and not really invest in the connection. And I do feel like the two of you are resolving whatever these problems are. So that's good. Show me the outcome. All right, King of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Wands. All right, so in your outcome, I am seeing that you're holding back your feelings and emotions for this person. Why? They could be moving towards someone new. Yeah, they could be moving towards somebody new. There's something that they're feeling impassioned about, and they're moving towards it. So it's causing you to kind of hold back. All right, bottom of the deck is the Devil in reverse. Underlying energy, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy possibly. But as an underlying card with the Devil in reverse, there was something here in this connection, Taurus. I feel like you felt rather enchanted, but you wound up feeling trapped in something toxic. And I feel like you've freed yourself from that now. And whatever that is, I feel like you don't want any kind of toxic energy. It looks like you've been working on yourself. You're avoiding toxicity, which is a very positive thing. If there was something toxic within this cycle, one way or the other, that toxicity is ending as well. So let's look at this. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Two of Wands in reverse for Taurus? All right, we have the Lovers reversed, and we have Justice in reverse. You may have gone in a whole different direction. You may have offered someone else something here, because I see an ending in this connection, and I see you moving in a different direction, and it feels as if there's an injustice. Now, it could have been the other person who did that as well. The other person could have moved in a different direction, or even both of you. But it left things very unbalanced between the two of you. It left an injustice. I feel like you're asking for karmic justice here. And it's somehow connected to an offer or a communication. Let's see why the Ten of Swords is in reverse. All right, we have the Three of Wands reversed. And here's the Page of Pentacles. So there was an offer. There was an offer that was turned down. So Taurus, it looks like there was an offer here that you made to this person. This person was afraid to take you up on that offer. They were afraid to move forward. And because the offer you made was turned down, you may have felt betrayed. You may have decided that this was not where your future was, that your ships were never going to come in with this person. And so I do see a sense of betrayal here, and I see it, either you turned it down or it was turned down. I feel like, but see, you were the one offering, so I feel like you were turned down, and that led to this betrayal, and it led to an ending, a painful ending. And you feel like there was an injustice done. So I do feel like this person has chosen to go in another direction. This is where the injustice is. So once they turned down the offer that you were making, you felt betrayed, and you decided that your future was not with this person. Now we see the ending, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Show me this Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're becoming single. Nine of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're becoming single. There's an ending. There's a lack of passion now in this relationship. And you're kind of stuck because you still have all these feelings and emotions, but you feel like you have to stifle them. I do see you being very strong, very independent. I also see your money looking really good. I feel like you're connected with spirit. But it's like you offered this person something and they were like, no. And they went in another direction, and you felt very betrayed. Now you're standing strong, you're independent, but what's causing a little bit of stuck energy is that wheel hasn't fully turned in order for you to find the love that you're looking for. And I also feel like you still have these emotions for this person that are just bottled up. So let's look at this person's energy. Why is the Five of Swords here in reverse? Why is the Five of Swords in reverse? Oh, okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. Because this person had a choice. They had to choose between you and someone new. And whoever this new person is, they're afraid to take that leap of faith. But I feel like they feel like, because they may be in conflict with this new person. They're in conflict with this new person. So you're offering them something, but their focus is on someone new that they're afraid to take a leap of faith with. And I'm hearing better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Huh. So this person's weighing up the pros and cons. And in the meantime, they're trying to avoid conflict with you. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? All right, Five of Swords again in the reverse. They're definitely very avoidant. And the Six of Wands reverse. So this person is very avoidant. They're very avoidant. They are avoiding conflict at all costs. They don't want to deal with any problems. And I do feel like there's been a lot of problems in this connection. And so I am also seeing that this person is not investing in this connection, and it doesn't even look like they're investing in this new person because they're afraid that it's not going to be successful. This is a very fear-based and avoidant person. Let's see why the Chariot is here. This person could live at a distance, or they could just be traveling. Why is the Chariot here? They may travel for some reason, or this could be that they're emotionally moving forward. The High Priestess and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that this person is moving forward, but they're doing it in secret, and they're moving towards someone new, someone that they have feelings for, someone that they have passion for. It's a passionate, like a spark that's there. They're very secretive. They do keep secrets, but they feel as if, and I also feel like this person's gone through some depression here. They're extremely avoidant. They're avoiding any kind of conflict whatsoever, but they're keeping a lot of secrets. And the secrets that they're keeping is about somebody new. It's their feelings and their passion for someone new here. So no wonder you're like, nah. Yeah, I get it. I get why you feel betrayed. This is somebody who may have even thought that a previous connection or that I'm getting for some of you that there's some kind of a relationship that this person has with this new person. And it could have been that they were either abstaining from that, or there's been distance in some manner. And now they're feeling as if perhaps there is still love there. Because with this Five of Cups in reverse, they've gone through some sad times here. They've gone through they've tried to learn from everything that's happened from the past, and now they're secretly hoping for love. So this person is traveling towards that, but they're traveling towards somebody new. All right, let's see the energy between you and this person. They're being very secretive, though. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Okay, so you tried to reconcile with them. Five of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. And the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so things between the two of you, Taurus, are stuck. They're not moving forward because this person is focused on another connection. They feel like that's where their future is, that there's, that's where their Ten of Coins is. Ten of Coins is the everything, but they're afraid to go into that. It looks as if they're focusing right now on their finances and money, because this person could be robbing Peter to pay Paul. So finances could be a part of this equation. But I feel like you offered to reconcile with this person. This person may have chosen to go in another direction, ending this connection, and you know about them being involved with someone else. So you feel very hurt by this. You feel like an injustice has been done to you, so you're calling for karmic justice here. I do feel like you're recovering from it, though. I do. I feel like you're recovering from it, and you're kind of like, yeah, this is not where my future is going to be. But you've been stuck. You've been in a stuck position. Let me see, why is this Ten of Wands here? Why is the Ten of Wands here between Taurus and this person? The Devil and the Two of Cups. You feel like this person's toxic as hell, and you don't want to deal with that. So they in some manner enchanted you. You were caught up in this. But after they turned down this offer to reconcile, you were like, okay, yeah, this is not going to be my future. I'm not going to go through this kind of betrayal and pain ever again. And so I feel like you feel this person is toxic as hell. You don't want to deal with them. You don't want to deal with them because dealing with them brings toxicity and problems. Now, in their energy, they're saying, well, our relationship hasn't been successful. Well, no joke, because they basically tanked it. They weren't investing in it. They were avoiding you. So yeah, it's not successful because they sabotaged it. And they sabotaged it because they were moving towards somebody new who, ironically, they may be in conflict with, and I feel like they're afraid to take a leap of faith with that person as well. So you're right, this person is toxic. They're toxic as hell, just like you're saying. And it really became revealed to you once you tried to reconcile and work things out with this person, and then you saw how they were behaving. So ultimately, they're saying, yeah, we're just not on the same page. You know, the problems can't be resolved, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is they're avoiding, they're not investing. So what do they expect? All right, so let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome between Taurus and this person. Page of Wands again. The Hierophant reversed. And the Strength card in reverse. It's saying the same thing. So this new person has a huge effect on the outcome of this relationship. This is somebody this person has been keeping secret. They're moving towards that person. There could be travel involved with this. So if they disappear for, you know, a short time, you know that they're moving towards that new person. I do feel like that person is affecting this relationship in a major way. They may not even be aware of you, Taurus. But I do feel like you're choosing to end the connection. Now, unfortunately, that's going to leave a little bit of a wobble in your vibration because you have all these feelings, these emotions that are kind of being stifled here. But I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you're not going to deal with somebody who's dealing with someone else. Yeah, and I feel like you're upping your energy. You're becoming strong. You're becoming independent. You're working on your money, and you're flourishing here. This person in your energy, there's a lot of fear that they have. They keep it secret. They hide that. They're hiding it definitely from this new person. They're keeping secrets from the new person as well. I do feel like this is somebody who really does need to work on themselves because they're not in any shape to be engaging in a new connection, but it does appear that they are moving towards that new connection. They're doing it in secret. They're doing it in secret, and I do feel like this is somebody who, you know, is very fear-based, very avoidant, and they definitely need to be working on self. So you freed yourself from the toxic energy. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Ooh, you have a love offer coming. Once you completely free yourself from this, because there is some stuck energy here, but once you turn that Wheel of Fortune, you know, into the upright and you start moving forward in your life again, you have a love offer coming in, Taurus. Yeah, very nice. So, yeah, I'm sorry about this, but it does look like you're dealing with somebody who is toxic as hell, and I feel like you're recognizing it. And you do have better coming. So don't keep yourself in toxicity. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Pulling for Taurus. Pulling for the sign of Taurus. Oh, All right, so let's see what we have. You have number 24. It's talking about space, time, and self. You know, looking at reincarnation, infinity, 5D. It says trust in the places you feel guided towards. And guided is underlined, so trust your guidance. How about, give me just a second and I'm going to read that for you. All right, so your affirmation, Taurus, says, I trust and remember my soul's mission. You could have like past life connections to this person. Higher self, intuition, quantum realm. You are a soul here to embark on a human journey. You chose this mission to experience, enjoy, overcome, and evolve into your highest, most authentic self. You are influenced by space, time, free will, and spirit. This is transcendence of your soul and a healing for the collective consciousness. We are evolving alongside spirit and the universe. There is an overarching purpose to what we do, who we are, and where we go. Deep down, we feel its call and that we have been here before. We sense that there is something else above and beyond all of this. Notice how the eyes in the artwork lovingly and confidently look at you. This is your highest self, the knowingness of your soul. Allow it to guide, comfort, teach, and center you on this great adventure. You can always connect with you in the quantum realm through spiritual practices, nature, and communicating via the heart. We are always in the 5D realm. It's just that we live in the 3D as humans. But that is not all we are. Our soul connects us to the source of spirit. See the magic mushrooms that grow by your feet. They are there for you. As you set off into the mystic unknown. The mushrooms symbolize the gifts and breadcrumbs that spirit and our soul has given you. Will you take them? Will you allow them to help you see? They will help you to awaken and recognize your spirit-given gifts and intuition. Pulling this card has an energy of soulful remembering behind it, to listen when your soul calls you. This is your higher self gifting this to you now. They call you to remember what this is really all about, to not get too lost in the details of daily human life, to zoom out and see the big picture, to rise above and come back home to your core. Do you remember, dear soul? Wow. That's pretty heavy. All right, I hope this has been helpful to you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.